couldn't believe my eyes, so I had to put the fire ice to the real test.
This is a 2,000-degree charge, and she shouldn't feel a thing at all.
And I don't. They say they'd still come to the post office to do things such as dropping off their mail. Embattled Governor Rod Blagojevich is supposed to be in federal court on January 14th in Chicago. Their grand opening set for Tuesday has now been pushed back. He said the gunman was wearing a trench coat and what he said appeared to be a camouflage face covering. A few inches of water surround the end of Spring Street in Peoria. Now get excited, it's time for our U-News clip of the day. Reporting live from Illinois Central College, I'm Michelle Mantell, back to you.
He was a friendly, warm person. And the image I have of him is him smiling and greeting at everyone. And wherever he would go, he always found some way to help other people.
Rabbi Yochanan Posner has fond memories of Rabbi Holtzberg, who was killed inside Mumbai's Jewish Center in a separate attack days after gunfire in several locations. Posner is one of the rabbis at the Lubavitch Chabad of Skokie and says the attacks hit home.
I guess it's like a sense of, I feel personally violated. Somebody walked into my sacred space and damaged my family. There's no way to explain that.
Other Chicagoans are just as emotional. Sujoy Shah owns a small business in Chicago, but has family he feared was in danger in India.
It's getting worse, looks like in India. And if they want to stop this thing, the first thing they stop the train between India and Pakistan.
Shah says his background as an Indian makes the attack even more personal.
They hurt, so we got hurt too, you know. It's like a family.
For religious educators like Michael Rosenberg, there's a political message that people need to learn.
We just have to learn, certainly, that there can be politics without violence, and there can be a different opinion without murder, and especially the murder of innocent people.
Innocent people like Rabbi Holtzberg, who leave family and friends behind to mourn and be concerned of possible future attacks. In Skokie, Michelle Mantell, News 25. Friends and family members are in tears, remembering 4-year-old Ashton Wells.
He was just perfect. He was the smartest kid in the world. I mean, he knew his ABCs. He was only 4 years old. He had it down. He would have been somebody.
That's until Saturday afternoon, when Ashton was riding his bicycle in this now empty Hunman Lumber parking lot. Authorities say his father, Michael Wells, was riding his motorcycle and ran into his son. The 21-year-old is now being held at the Peoria County Jail on 5 charges, including aggravated reckless driving and operating a vehicle on one wheel.
Ashton's grandfather fills his backyard with Ashton's toys. He remembers memories of his grandson, but he, along with the rest of his family, mostly believe Michael should not be in jail.
He didn't mean to do what he did. What happened, happened, and he should not be sitting in jail right now.
Family members say they're already crushed by Ashton's death. His grandfather tries to remember Ashton's smile as he played in the treehouse he built for him. They feel now is the time for the entire family to be in mourning together.
He's already suffering. He don't need to suffer more. He's going to suffer the rest of his life.
Because the life of little Ashton Wells was taken away in what loved ones are calling a freak accident. In East Peoria, Michelle Mantell, News 25. That sound is music to Pontiac fanatic Greg White's ears. He says he's been driving Pontiacs for about as long as he's been driving. This 1968 Catalina is his baby that he says modern-day wheels could never compare to.
The only relation between this car and the car today is this: they both have 4 tires. That's about it.
In fact, White loves his wheels so much, he has a special car room in his house, mostly dedicated to the brand he'll have to say goodbye to.
They're my little toys in here. It's just models of lots of different Pontiacs. If I ever win a lottery, there'll be a lot more Pontiacs.
Car dealership owners like Larry Norton say the dealership has sold thousands of Pontiacs throughout the years, and he's sad to see the brand go.
It's a tragedy that this has come to pass, that General Motors has made the decision to discontinue the Pontiac line.
But he says dealers are still open and will continue to sell the Pontiacs they have, and they won't customers for service.
Warranty services will still be available at the dealership for any Pontiac customer. Likewise, parts will still be manufactured for the indefinite future.
For now, Pontiac car lovers will have to hold on to their steering wheels and nostalgic memories of Pontiac cars like the GTO that many drivers say was a must-have in the 1960s.
I've never gone anywhere with a GTO without I haven't had somebody come up and say, boy, that's a fine-looking goat.
Reporting in Peoria, I'm Michelle Mantell.